Greetings, everybody. We are out in our vineyard. If you've been here for blueberry season, you've probably been right in that area there with all the white stakes. That's what we put the netting over. So we're out here in the fields, and it is early June. Happens to be Wednesday, June 10th. And we are in a variety of grapes known as Cab Franc. And we have one of our vintners here, Joe. Farmer Joe, how are you doing this fine day?
I'm doing well.
So, a beautiful day.
Yeah.
The crop seems to be growing quite well.
Yep.
We want to give guests a little bit behind the scenes, knowing all the work that goes into making some great wine. So, tell me what you're doing here, what variety we got going on. Give us an education.
This is Cabernet Franc.
Okay.
That's one of our older varieties we planted earlier on.
So how long have these vines been here, approximately?
This planting's about 12 years old.
12 years old, okay, because I see some of the rootstock here is pretty hefty.
Yeah, oh yeah, the trunks here. These two aren't original trunks, but as you can see over here, this would be a more of an original trunk.
Trunks, I said rootstock, and you're giving me the education already. It's a trunk, so that heavy wooded area there.
Correct.
That is
yeah. Funny you speak of rootstock. This is actually rootstock poking through the ground.
Okay.
These vines are grafted. You put budwood onto rootstock, and the rootstock is what's going to give the vine its vigor and you get the characteristics of the rootstock and the DNA and fruitfulness of the bud material, depending on the variety.
Wow.
So today we're shoot thinning, shoot positioning. It's a little bit of a catch-all now because we're a little bit behind the 8 ball.
So help me out. I'm like the John Q. public who really doesn't know too much, honestly.
Yeah.
So you said shoot thinning. So which are the shoots?
So this trellis system right here is vertical shoot positioning. So we're trying to grow these vines upwards. If you start here, you can start to see all the green growth from this year is a shoot.
Okay, so this entire piece here,
correct, is a shoot. Yep.
Okay.
They come out of the buds that we laid down on this said cane right here.
So here was the trunk.
Correct.
And then that came to this cane, which we laid down last year. You can see it's a little bit dried out there. It's not like fresh growth like some of this. So these are the shoots, and I see little clusters starting to develop here.
So these are the flowers of the clusters.
The flowers of the clusters.
The next probably 2 weeks for Cab Franc, we're going to see bloom.
Okay.
So it's kind of an important time for us
Important time
now.
for us, yeah. I mean, we talk about the bloom of the strawberries or the blueberries or when the Christmas trees start to bud. So now we're on to the grapes, and you have your own specific time when they come out.
It's a very crucial time, especially for fungal diseases.
Okay.
So part of the thing I'm working on today, for many reasons, is we're thinning this out because a grapevine is going to want to push out buds that we laid down, but they weren't, I guess you could say, fruitful buds that aren't gonna. You got to ask yourself: is this shoot right here gonna be able to make its way up into the canopy and be able to grow 2 clusters and ripen it to the capacity of what we want? So a shoot like this may put out 2 clusters and it may turn red, but it's not going to have the chemical analysis that we're going to want in the final wine.
Wow, there's a lot of science here. So you really want to have a good yield.
Correct.
And so that good yield requires that you train some of these shoots.
Yes.
And you're giving an analysis to the shoots as you're going along to see which ones are more likely to be most fruitful once they're trained to go in the right direction.
Yeah, so if you want to pan over here, this row I just did.
Oh, wow, look at the comparison here. There's the wires, and we've got the 2 sets of wires here, and you can see all the shoots that have blossomed up there.
We're at a time that it is a little bit more time consuming because of how advanced the vegetation is. But this is kind of right here, this right arm of the cordon is kind of textbook of what you want.
You threw another word at me, a cordon.
Cordon is the 2-plus-year-old wood that has been laid down. Since this vine is a VSP system, vertical shoot positioning, there's 2 methods of pruning we do. There's cane pruning and there's spur pruning. This right here is spur pruning, so what's left behind in our dormant pruning is a 2-bud spur right there. So there's gonna be a bud there and a bud there. And in the spring, those buds push out a shoot.
Okay.
So
we are getting an education here, and I see that you right down this line.
oh, you can see how much is taken
really
off. Oh,
you've taken quite a bit off in comparison to over here where
Correct.
things are still. Look at that one. That's already getting towards the top wire.
Crucial for many reasons. Shoot thinning. One, you're controlling your yields. You're gaining airflow. You're going to dry out on damp days much quicker. And the biggest thing is sunlight. You're getting sunlight onto your flowers. You're getting sunlight onto your buds for next year, making them more fruitful. Sunlight is the key to making good grapes and good wine.
Very good.
Yeah. So it's definitely a time-consuming task at hand, but it's coming along, and the crop looks really great. It should be a good fruit set this year.
So this is a Cab Franc variety, Cabernet Franc variety, and this would go into, I am guessing, our variety called Cab Franc wine.
Correct.
Okay. How about the rosé of Cab Franc? Does this go into that?
A portion of it does go into our pure rosé wine that we're making,
the pure rosé, right?
Yes,
It used to be called rosé.
It used to be a varietal rosé made from Cab Franc.
Very good.
Now it's a blend.
All right, well, I see you got a lot of work to do here, Joe, and you're all by yourself. But it's a great day to get it done.
Yeah.
All right, thanks so much.
Awesome. Yeah, have a good one.
Take care.